Hi there! In this video, we will discuss the summary of the 22nd chapter of El Filibusterismo, or The Reign of Greed, written by Dr. Jose Rizal, titled The Performance. We will also study the important events, characters, settings, and lessons found in this chapter. Listen and watch carefully, as you will learn a lot from this historical work by Rizal. Let's begin. Despite the delay in the performance, the theater remained full as the audience waited for the arrival of the Captain General. He was the last to arrive, sitting in the box with the red curtains, signaling the start of the show. Before his arrival, there had been a commotion when a man refused to give up Don Primitivo's seat, providing some entertainment for the restless crowd. Pepai, the dancer, was also present in a box arranged by Macaraig to influence Don Custodio into approving the students' petition for the Spanish Language Academy. Don Manuel was also there, constantly mocked Don Custodio for attending the play, which he had previously condemned. While the audience enjoyed the performance, students like Macaraig, Sandoval, and Pexon were optimistic about Don Custodio's decision, expecting it to favor their petition. However, Isagani was filled with sadness and anger when he saw Paulita Gomez in a box with Juanito Peláez. Distracted by his emotions, he paid little attention to the play. On stage, Gertrude and Sir Paulette sang and entertained the audience, including Padre Irene, who was there to observe the show on Padre Salvi's orders. Sir Paulette recognized Padre Irene as a former acquaintance from Europe, adding a playful dynamic to the performance. A woman arrived, boasting about being late, but she became angry when she saw an empty box. People booed her, and she called them idiots, which further aggravated the chaos. Meanwhile, Ben Zabe, the critic, continued to ridicule the performance, dismissing the actors as talentless and claiming the show lacked artistic value. Some men in the audience eagerly awaited the can-can dance, only to be disappointed when it was not performed. The audience also noticed Simoon's empty box, sparking rumors. Some said he had been seen with Mr. Jouet and had given a necklace to one of the performers. His absence led to speculation that he was preoccupied with other plans to influence people. The students discussed Don Custodio's decision regarding their petition. Although their request was approved, the academy would be managed by a religious order, likely the Dominicans of the University of Santo Tomas. Instead of celebrating, the students were deeply disappointed and decided to gather at a local eatery, where their frustration turned into sarcasm and mockery of their failure. Now, let's move on to the important events in this chapter. The theater remained packed despite the delayed performance, with the audience growing restless until the Captain General arrived and took his seat, signaling the show's start. Pepai attended in a box arranged by Macaraig to influence Don Custodio in favor of the students' petition, while Don Manuel mocked Don Custodio for attending a play he had previously criticized. While the audience enjoyed the performance, Isagani was overcome with sadness and anger upon seeing Paulita Gomez in a box with Juanito Peláez, leaving him distracted and unable to focus on the play. The students learned their petition for a Spanish Language Academy was approved, but would be managed by a religious order, likely the Dominicans, leading to deep disappointment instead of celebration. Speculation arose over Simoon's absence from his box, with rumors about his involvement with Mr. Jouet and gifting a necklace to a performer, as the audience reflected on the underwhelming resolution to the students' efforts. Important characters. Captain General, the main figure awaited by everyone at the theater. His arrival marked the start of the performance. Don Custodio, a powerful official tasked with deciding the fate of the students' petition. He attended the play to please Pepai and evaluate the show. Pepai, a dancer used by the students to influence Don Custodio's decision in favor of their petition. Isagani, one of the students involved in the petition. He was emotionally affected by seeing Paulita with Juanito Peláez, which overshadowed his enjoyment of the evening. Paulita Gomez, seen with Juanito Peláez at the theater, causing Isagani's jealousy and frustration. Juanito Peláez, Paulita's companion at the theater and Isagani's rival for her affection. Macaraig, the leader of the students who organized the petition and provided the theater box for Pepai. Sandoval, an active member of the student group, optimistic about their petition's success. Pekson, a student known for his skepticism, often doubting their plans. Padre Irene, a priest allied with the students attending the show to observe and report back to Padre Salvi. Benzabe, a journalist and critic who constantly mocked the performance and dismissed the actor's talent. Simun, absent from the theater, his empty box raised suspicions about his other activities and plans. Gertrude and Sir Paulette, performers on stage who entertained the audience with their singing and humor. Let us now proceed to the setting of this chapter. The events took place inside a theater in Manila. Here are some of the lessons, messages, or implications shown in this chapter. This chapter reflects the flaws of a system controlled by individuals driven by personal interests and power. Don Custodio's decision to place the academy under Dominican control, while appearing to favor the students, ultimately served the church's interests rather than addressing the students' needs. The chapter also highlights societal inequality and biases. The theater audience included people from different social classes behaving according to their positions and power. The captain general was treated with great deference, while others like Isagani suffered from circumstances beyond their control. Isagani's emotional reaction to Paulita's actions illustrates how personal issues can cloud judgment and affect one's focus on larger goals. His jealousy and anger symbolize deeper frustrations that can hinder progress, showing the importance of managing emotions to stay focused on more significant objectives. And that concludes the 22nd chapter of El Filibusterismo, the performance. What have you learned from this chapter? Share your answers in the comments. We also encourage you to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell to stay updated with our future videos. Until next time, thank you for watching.